Hello, dear friends. The topic of our lesson is past simple. But first of all, let's make acquaintances with the words that we need during our lesson. The first word is a wife, жена. A neighbor, сосед. To get up, вставать. To rest, отдыхать. To play football, играть в футбол. To eat ice cream, кушать мороженое. To water flowers, поливать цветы. Now let's return to the topic of our lesson, past simple. What does past simple mean? Past simple denotes an action which happened in the past. Using simple words, this is just a fact from the past period of time. There exist some words which we usually use with this tense. Here they are. Yesterday, last week, last year, last summer, 3 days ago, and so on. So, how do you form past simple? First of all, let's pay attention that in English exist two types of verbs. Regular verbs, which put ed endings, and irregular verbs, which make the list of irregular verbs. How do you form a narrative sentence? In order to make a narrative sentence, on the first position you have to put noun or pronoun. On the second position you have to put your main verb. But please be very attentive. If your verb regular one, you have to put ed ending to it. If it is irregular, please look in the column of irregular verbs number 2. For example, I played football yesterday. Play is regular verb. That's why we put ed ending to it. I ate ice cream yesterday. Eat is irregular verb and it has the form ate in the past simple. How do you form a negative sentence? In order to form a negative sentence, on the first position you have to put noun or pronoun. On the second position you have to put did. On the third position you have to put not, because this is a negative sentence. And on the last position you have to put your main verb. Please be very attentive. You have to put the infinitive form of your verb without any endings. For example, I did not play football yesterday. I did not eat ice cream yesterday. How do you form a general question? I remind you, general question is a question without any question words. In order to form it, on the first position you have to put did. On the second position you have to put your noun or pronoun. And on the last position you have to put your main verb. Again, without any endings, just the infinitive form of your verb. For example, did you play football yesterday? Did you eat ice cream yesterday? And the last one, how do you form a special question? Special question is a question with a special or question word. In order to form it, on the first position, you have to put a question word. On the second position, you have to put did. On the third position, you have to put noun or pronoun. And on the last position, you have to put your main verb. without any endings, just the infinitive form of the verb. For example, where did you play football yesterday? When did you eat ice cream yesterday? Now let's revise everything what we have already discussed. So, there exist 4 types of sentences: a narrative sentence, a negative sentence, general question, and special question. In order to form a narrative sentence, you have to pay attention to your main verb. And on the first position, you have to put noun or pronoun, then you put your main verb. If it is regular, you have to put ed ending to it. If it is irregular, you have to look through the list of irregular verbs and find your verb in the second column. If you want to make a negative sentence, on the first position you have to put noun or pronoun. On the second position you put did. Then you have to put not. And on the then you put your main verb without any endings. If you want to make a general question, on the first position you have to put did. On the second position you put your noun or pronoun. And on the last position you put your main verb without any endings. If you want to form a special question, on the first position you have to put a question word. On the second position you have to put did. Then you have to put noun or pronoun. And after that you have to put your main verb without any endings. Now I propose you to fix all your knowledges that you have just received. And I propose you to make these exercise. Your task is to open the brackets using past forms of the verbs. I wish you good luck. Goodbye.